Hello children, how are you all today? I hope you all are healthy and happy. Children, for today's English lesson, we are going to work on your writing skill. Yes, we are going to choose or we are going to learn about a particular writing skill that will help you to convey your message to a greater crowd, to a larger audience. Okay children, so now this chapter, notice writing, is on page number 156 and this is 30th chapter from your Mastering Grammar book. I hope you found that chapter. And now children, let me tell you what is a notice. Now you know we have a lots of means of communication and that can be personal or that can be public. Like we can choose to communicate with others privately, personally, and some means of communications can be meant for like a general public. So you know some examples, like if I am talking about WhatsApp, there the communication is private as well as you can make groups to inform the others of a particular message or about a particular piece of information. Now children, you should know that there are also some means where face-to-face interaction is not possible, right? Where you cannot go to individual person and convey your message. Then what do? We choose the media like television, radio, newspapers. All these are mode of communications. That means I am not telling the news or telling the information to a particular person. In fact, I am distributing or I am sharing it through the media or through the global platform. Okay, so children, you should also know this thing, that with notice, okay, what is a notice? A notice is a piece of communication, will be a short piece of communication. You will know this when we read it, that they are not long, they are just short pieces of information, apt to the concept, apt to the event, means very short and very brief actually. We are not going to elongate like an essay. In essay usually or in a composition, we choose to describe each and everything in detail. Okay, but here we give the information as per the requirement. Okay, we don't elaborate, we don't describe, we don't tend to stretch our notice. So now children, here you can see that a formal style is adapted for writing a notice. Now children, there are two ways of communicating. One is formal and the other is informal. Okay. In formal style children, in this way of communication, in this style of communication, our language plays an important role. So you should know that this language is essential. Okay. You cannot be friendly. You need to talk to the point. You cannot be friendly. Too friendly is not acceptable in formal language. So you might have heard about formal wear. That means like for men it can be what? It can be a shirt, it can be a trouser, the set, right? So formal language children is more official. Okay, you should understand this, you need to understand this, that in formal language you have to use a language which is formal in style. That means which looks official, which doesn't appears to be friendly. Okay, yes, you have to be polite, you have to use your language, you have to use your vocabulary in such a way that it conveys your message and it's polite as well. So you will have to be polite, you will have to be diligent, you will have to be like dedicated to the information that you are passing through in this one. Okay, so language is essential. Then here the style is official. Okay, conveys information as per the requirement and the tone is polite. Yes, you have to adapt or you have to adopt a polite tone. That means whatever you are writing has to have its own language. That means I am saying that you will have to have a polite manner to convey your thoughts, to convey your message. With this one, with the informal one, here also the language is essential but more friendly. Language is essential but friendly. So I hope you understood this. This language, this informal style can be used for which section of our communicators, which section of listeners we can use this language with. We can use this language with friends, relatives, that means our closed ones, our personal group of people, that means our private section of society. Now children, this informal style has to be polite. It has to be polite but not strictly polite. Strictly polite. Okay. So yes, you know, in your friends you can actually talk to them in a way you are not talking to your teacher or to the doctor or to other respected members of the society, to the officers, right? So, but with informal style, you know that with friends and with family, you can use a specific kind of language, the informal style, right? So, here also, the message is personal. Okay, so the message is personal means the information has to be personal when we are conveying our ideas or thoughts through informal style of communication. Okay children, I hope you understood what is formal and what is informal. So formal style children has to be the way in which we communicate to the officials or to a certain organization, right, to certain establishment like a school, a hospital. All these places has to adopt what means? Has to adopt formal style. So now children, imagine you have to convey a message or a piece of information to the whole school. Okay, if you are the captain or you are the head boy and the head girl or the head girl, okay, so if you have to tell someone this piece of information, what you are going to do? You are going to write it down somewhere, like on this date, at this timing, at this place, the event is going to take place. So are you going to tell this information, this bit of information to every student or teacher in the class, in the school? No, right? So for that we use notice writing. Notice, now let's come to the notice writing part. So children, notice writing follows a particular format. Okay, you will have to understand how you will organize the different elements or the different features of the notice to make it official, to make it look formal, right? So all these formats like letters, notices, paragraphs, debate writing, all these writing skill have a specific format to follow. So now today we are going to learn about the format of notices. So children, I have already told you why do we use notice. We use notice as a short and a brief, okay, brief composition of communication. Okay, so we have to communicate and we are going to write a short piece of communication message to the for the larger audience, for a group of people to read. Okay, so let's know the format of a notice and how we are going to maintain the formal style. Format of notice. So in the very first example, you can see this one. There is this box, within it we have some text written, and how it is written, that is important, that is the format. Okay, so you can see, first children, remember that a notice is always placed in a box. Okay, sorry, with my crooked box. Let me straighten it. Okay. So you need to remember, you are going to place your notice in a box. Okay. So here is your box. You are going to place your notice in this box. Now first thing first. Now first one is children, organization's name. Okay. You are writing on someone's behalf. Suppose you are studying in Army Public School, Varanasi. Okay children, so you need to remember that you have to write your notice in a box. This is the first characteristic or the first feature you are going to learn. So you need to understand that you are always going to place a notice in a box. You have to make that box yourself. Now first, with step 1, we are going to write organization's name. Now what do I mean by organization name? In the very center children, you have to align this, you have to bring this in the center. The organization's name should be in the center of your box, at the top margin, near the top margin. So you have your organization name. Now children, when we are writing notices, there has to be someone who is actually wanting to send the information, who is wanting the organization or the establishment or the company wants to share the information with a particular section of the society or with a particular group of people. So they have to write first their name, right? If you are studying in Army Public School, Varanasi, then you are writing on behalf of the school. If you are a head boy or you are a head girl, you are writing on the behalf of the school, then you have to write the organization's name first. That means on behalf of which you are writing. Okay children, so first is the organization name. Now children, you are not going to leave any line, you are going to write this word notice in capital letter. You have to understand this also will be in block letter, this notice word will also be in block letter. Because ma'am is putting a tick mark, that doesn't mean you have to put a tick mark. I am just explaining this. So this is the second thing that we need to remember. First the organization's name, then we have the word notice, and that has to be in capital letters, in block letters. Okay, so remember that this one has to be in block letters. Okay. Yes. Now children, moving to the third part, which is the date. Okay. Now many of you have asked me, ma'am, are we going to leave a line after this notice word? No children, you are not going to leave any line. Instead, you are going to align the date to your left. Okay. So this is your left side. You are going to write your date right here. So today's date is 22nd/07, 2021. So I am going to write this. Okay. So if you are not choosing this format, we can write 22nd July. Okay. And then 2021. This is going to be your format for the date. Date first, month, and then the year. Okay. You are going to write this thing particularly. Now again you have the title. That means what? You are going to have a title for your or heading for your notice. If suppose it is an annual sports event, if there is a competition or if there is a flower arrangement competition, anything, food display competition, all these things, if you have to announce, you will have to give it a title, you will have to give it a heading. So children, this was like this date thing. Here was our date, number 3rd, this one was our date, 1, 2 and 3 then. Now children, we have to give a title or heading. Okay, this doesn't need to be in capital letter, title or heading. Okay. So this doesn't need to be in capital letter, but it's better you remember that only two things, this one, organization's name and notice, we are going to write it in capital letters, otherwise we are not using capital letters for this title or heading. Okay, so now your title should be really short. You are not going to write the entire message in the title box. You are just going to write the short form, like just to give some idea that about what the notice is, so that people can see and understand why should they read the message or why should they read the notice, right? So now we have our title or heading. Then children, we have to write our content. Now you are going to start your content obviously from your left side. You are going to write. Now what is a content? In content, you have to organize the information, children. You will have to tell something about the event that is going to take place or about the message that you want to convey. Suppose in the first example, you can see we have Holy Faith International School. They have given this notice. Then there is notice. Then we have date 15 September 2021. Then there is school holiday. So also notices can be put on the board, put on the notice board for what? For declaring holidays. Because many of us cannot use social media or we don't have the access to it. So whenever people will see the notice, they'll understand that this day is the holiday. So here school holiday, the school will remain closed for a week. Now see, they have first given a short introduction. Like if there was going to be a sports event, then I would have said there is going to be an annual sports event in our school. Okay, then we are going to give the date, then we are going to give the time, then we are going to give the venue. Venue means the place where the sports event is going to take place. So see children, they have given the date. From which dates? 18 September 2021 to 24 September 2021. Okay, the year is not given, but still, for the Commonwealth Games in New Delhi. So you have to give the reason as well. Did you see how short this is? The notice is doesn't have to be lengthy. Notices has to be really short and brief. That means all the information should be there, and when people read it, they get the message clearly. So content, in content what you are going to write about the event. Okay, what is the event about? What is the date the event is going to take place? What is the time? Or what is the venue? Venue is the place. Okay, venue means place. Okay. Then if you are inviting invitation for people to participate, you will have to say where they will have to drop their names. So yes, all those information, submission of names, etc. If there is any, this one is optional, but these things has to be there in the notice. So after we have finished the content, after we have finished giving the message we intended to give, we wanted to give, now what we have to do? Now children, we have to close it. How do we close it? First we are going to give our sign, and that's on the left hand side. Suppose first you are going to write your name. Okay. Then you are going to sign. Give your signature. Below it. And then you are going to write the designation. Yes, but children, in your case, if you are writing, see in the question only you will get the idea what you are, right? You are a student or you are a head boy or head girl. If you are a student, particularly you will have to skip this designation part. You don't need to write this. And if you have a designation given, like if you are a head boy, you are going to write here what? Head boy or head girl, right? If you have a designation, because in the question it will be given that on behalf of whom you are writing. So here you have written that, and then you have the designation. Designation means your post, okay? So this is your post, what you are holding, which position you are holding in the school or in the organization. So you will have to write that only, your designation. Okay children, so now if you are a student and you have lost something, suppose you have lost a book. See, there are certain examples we will be reading. So first let's go through the features, let's understand the features, and then we will be looking at some examples. I hope children this is clear. I hope the format is clear children. You are not going to leave any lines between any of this. So this was 4th, this was 5th, this was name was 6th, signature then. Okay. So children, here is a little change. Wait a minute. Here signature you have to sign first, and then you have to write your name in the bracket. Okay. And then you are going to give your designation or post. Okay. So this is the format children. You are going to follow the same format for your notice writing that's coming in your unit test. Okay. So let's do it now. I'm rubbing the board. Yes. Now let's move to the features, to some common features. A notice is written within a box. I told you this, right? I have already explained you the format. Let us write the features. A notice is always written in a box. The format I explained you in the beginning only, that you are going to write the notice in a box. A notice is always written in a box. Okay. Now number 2, the name of the school. If you are writing on behalf of your school, so it is going to be the name of your school or institution or organization. If you are working in a company or you are working in a bank. Okay, so institution. Or issuing authority. Who is an issuing authority? Those people, that authority, that organization which is wanting to share the information. Okay, issuing authority. Who is issuing the notice? To issue means to send out. Is written on the top. Yes. Now number 3. The word notice. I told you how we are going to write the word notice in capital letter. Right below what? Right below the organization's name. Okay. So the word notice should be mentioned. Yes. Now number 4. A precise title. What is precise children? A clear title or short title. I told you already that we cannot write a long title. So a precise means short. Precise and clear. Title is the heading also. Title should be clearly given. To give idea about the notice. Yes. Number 5. It should be simple. I am not writing this one. You should know that it should be simple and not complicated. Okay, I think you missed out about word. So here. And the issuing authority. So it's already in your book, even if you have missed out from here. Issuing authority and to give idea about the notice. Okay. So give idea about the notice. Yes, now we can see it must contain all the relevant information. Yes children, if you are talking about an annual sports event or a quiz competition or a debate competition, anything like that, if you have lost anything or if you have found something, so anything must have what? Must have every information that is required to know the message, to completely get the information, right? So if you are mentioning the date but you are not mentioning the time, it's unclear, right? If you are mentioning the time and date, you are not mentioning the place, so how will the people understand that where this event is going to take place or where you have lost the item or found the item, to identify it's there or not? So you have to be very clear and very relevant with your information. All the information, all the facts and all your information should be given accordingly, right? You have to have all the information given in that short notice, including date, time, place and any other details if required. In case of a lost object, the notice must include details of what was lost and when it was lost, where it was likely to have been lost and how to return it to its owner. I told you, if you have lost something, you will have to write all these things. If you don't mention to whom the thing has to be returned, how will the person who has found that object is going to return you? So you will have to have all the information and details about the lost item. On the lower left corner of the notice, the name and designation of the person writing the notice must be mentioned. Like I told you, we are going to write on our left. First we will write the name. First we are going to sign. First we will apply the signature. For you children, you don't need to sign. Just write your name and roll number. If you are writing on behalf of your school, you just need to write your name and roll number. That will be given to you when you are asked the question or when you are given to write a notice. So in the question itself, you will be getting the name on behalf of whom you are writing. Okay, so you don't need to use your own personal information. So you can see a lot of examples are there. Two examples namely. Third one we have already read, first one we have read, second and third are remaining. So let's do this one. Now you can see Rimjim Roy has lost a pencil box. He writes this notice to let everybody know about it and possibly find it. So why is this notice being written? To inform about the lost pencil box so that he can get it back. Okay, so here see St. Mary's Convent School, notice, then you write the word notice. Then you write the date on your left side, left margin, and then you have your title, lost, lost, lost. Again you are going to write the content. First you have to describe the item you have lost. I lost my pink magnetic pencil box on 11th October, the date is there. The pencil box is new and has my name written on it. So you have to describe the lost item. I left it in the school auditorium after my drawing competition. So where was it left? It's also mentioned here. If anyone finds it, please deposit it in the office. So in the school office, the person is required, whoever finds it, they are asked or requested to deposit it in the office. So you can see the name is written, class is written and the roll number is written. So children, with these kind of notices where you are required to answer as a student, you are not going to sign. Okay, so until you have that authority to sign, even when you are going to sign first, then write your name and then your class and section and roll number. But you are just required to write your name and your class and roll number. Okay children, I hope this was clear to you children. I have already given you some notices to do and I have also checked some of yours. You are getting to learn it, but yes, you need a lot of practice with words because I told you words are important, or the style the writing style plays an important role in writing notices because the style has to be formal. So children, with this, we are ending our video lesson here only. I hope you understood what notices are and how we are supposed to write the notice. We will meet again with another video lesson. Till then, please take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.